Paul.
Hello.
Are you happy now? How you doing?
Good.
I've been spamming finding your mom.
Oh, I have to tell her. She
Yeah.
forgets to look.
It should be in front of her face on the screen, no?
It is, yeah, I know. Hello. Mhm.
Hello. It's Alsace Awareness Week. You know Alsace is.
What?
But do you really ever think about them?
Mm-mm.
They need help too. Or else they're gonna be extinct. What is it?
Why did what? Accept the group invite. Try again. Mm. No, worse will queue us up for a random normal. Now you say yes, I'm ready. Well, you need to say yes to the ready check.
Whenever there's anything written in the middle of the screen in front of you, it's usually something that you can deviate your attention towards. So if you see words on the screen, it wants you to hold the options button and select something. and that goes without saying for the entire game. You see words in the front of your screen, something is waiting to alert you to something. You know? It's rare that it puts the words there in the front. Yes. It's
Yep,
always yes. Anything that it asks you, if you want to do it, always say yes. Always. It can only help, it can never hurt you.
Over here, we appear to be in some sort of catatonics. Something's wrong here.
Burn it!
Oops.
Why would they attack us? Don't they know we're here to help?
Nope. That's just a sack. Oh, killed 200 foes. Did it. Weekly endeavor. Worst did it first day.
I know what you're talking about. I remember doing it.
Mara, look at them. Someone we have to fight for that. Something is
I'm in the zone right now. Oh, alright, let me look. Ow. Fucking knocked me down. Weekly, I destroyed 10 ghosts. No, that's daily, right? Weekly, killed 250 foes with weapon abilities. Yeah, I imagine that happened pretty quick.
Hey, a little help here.
What?
The burning frankincense at my compound
About time.
makes it sound like cultish, doesn't it?
Your compound? Yeah.
You know what this is? This is recognize. That poor lich. It must have been
No, Elspeth. No, Elspeth. Get back up now. I rescued. There you go. Hey, get ready to attack the boss, Elfie. You ready? Who's the next?
She's a healer.
Yo. Oh, here we go. Attack it. Hit it with your heavy attack. Light attack. Punch it in the tentacle. So. Now it'll reflect, so be careful. You know what I noticed, Cash? The abilities in the game that will not give you a stack that they're asking. You know, an enemy missile, aka an exploding skeleton, the beetles that come up out of the ground, the flying single target attack, the thing that flies down from the sky, right?
The dive, yeah.
Right, okay. They all don't count, but guess what? They also don't do. They don't fucking reflect. Look. There is no reflect. Look, I'm even stacking the off-balance fucking thing. 4 stack. 5 stack. I even stacked the off-balance bleed on him 5 stacks. And it can't hurt me and it can't reflect. And he can't also reflect the beetles. You know what I was thinking? Why not just fucking attack this motherfucker right now?
Hell yeah.
See if I can do any damage to him. He looks like he's taking something. Alright, he's on the floor.
What did I ever do to that net?
Yeah, what did I ever do to that match? I only hit it like 90,000 times. Over and over again.
Aw. This person's name is Woeful Cries.
Nice. Not nice?
Sad.
Is it?
Woeful Cries?
Maybe that's what they wanted. What's they
It's like
even mean?
cries of despair.
Yeah, I got despair for you. Oh, fuck, that was an accident. It did go along with what I said, though. You know, I definitely... Oh, they reset. It's nice to find on me. Yes, there is. Oh my god, I wish I had the Plague Wraith on right now.
I wish you did too! Oh yeah!
My mom doesn't even know what it would look like. I need to wipe it right now and show her. Got that shit on shortcut.
I don't know that I can wipe it on normal.
You let it kill the
No.
pug, you let it kill us. Just saying.
I stopped.
No, I'm kidding.
I stopped. There's nothing I could do.
Here's the deal, alright? This door, there's no turning back at this point, right? I may be just a regular cowgirl, but I know there's no turning back from this point. Alright, everybody enter at the same time, go! Good work. Moving forward just now.
yourself.
No.
It's okay. Yeah, well, that's good.
Ow. Help you get up. Head of action ending. Wow, something bit me. We win! No man left behind. That's the cowboy way. Yeehaw.
Betty Netch can be morphed.
Interesting. She have the quest here? She gotta go outside.
Mm-hmm.
You must escape. That's why they're shaking the screen like that. That's because your TV's broken. That's what I thought.
It's still moving.
It might shake like this for a while. Oh, it stopped out here. Woo! I just ate too, you know? There's too much shaky Santa for me. I was like... Damn it, I left my coffee on the other side of this window. There we go. Hey, what would you do for coffee?
More than I'd do for a Klondike bar.
Big man in Brooklyn. What's going on, man? We just did a random normal. What are you doing? I think maybe Alfie needs to do it. Cash?
Yeah. I mean...
Elfie, this is Brooklyn. Brooklyn, this is Elfie. It's Cash's younger sister. It's Cash's mom, I'm sorry. It is a wood elf. They live a lot longer. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cash 10 A's. That's what I do.
know I should be Cash-Wood Elf, but I'm
Listen,
not.
when you get off your horse after riding too long, you go, gotta work out those glutes, you know, shake out the glutes. I think that when we do tests on dummies, we don't have to push things as often, which means more spammable, which means if you don't make light and heavy attack a little weaker, the spammable, additional spammables are going to make you do too much damage. So they don't want that, so they're trying to mathematically calculate that, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea. I don't know how it's going to be. You know, all I do is play the game, and whatever happens, happens. And every time they make a patch, and they nerf anything, or they do anything, I never feel what they're talking about, to be honest. Yeah, like they'll say, oh, Dragon Knight's a shit, now I can't play Dragon Knight. Well, every time I play my Dragon Knight, everything seems to be fine, and I'm running the character with, like, melee weapons with a magic build, and you still don't run out of fucking resources. So, I don't know what everybody's complaining about. What did they used to do before with the character? that they run out of resource so soon. Like maybe you're overcasting too much. You know what I'm saying? Like if something's on a cooldown, there's no reason to recast it. Unless you know the boss is going into a phase where you're not going to be next to it to do it. And you're like, hey, here, let me extend the debuff because I know you're going to go away from me right now. But other than that specific situation, you shouldn't recast stuff. And then you don't have the same resource problem, you know? Uh-huh. It depends on whether or not you think you're going to die without it. If you're going to die without it, yes, recast it. If you're going to survive, the more damage the merrier, don't waste the global cooldown. But you're going to have to determine that. But if you ask me to say a blind answer, I would say recast it the moment it drops. Because dead DPS, you know DPS. You know what I'm saying? That's your heal. Actually, it's crit chance. Right. But I get that from potions because I'm like super rich and people like me. You might have heard about me. Minor, I know. Yes. No. Major you get from the potion. Minor is something you don't get that often. But don't you also give it to everyone as a sorcery? I know a Nightblade does, right? They give the minor prophecy. Ophidia Sanctum, where everybody gets poisoned, right? Yep. Right. Sure. Well, what it is daggers, just by using them, no matter what trait they have, automatically give you an increase in crit chance. Yes, it does, absolutely. But here's the downside to doing more damage. Plus, you get 2 enchantments. Like you'll put fire on one and poison on the other, and you have like fire and poison status effects occurring and causing 2 different damage over time, all the time. From having those 2 different enchantments on each one instead of just 1 enchantment. You know what I mean? So it's like an extra damage over time when you think about it. But you have to be able to be close to the enemy to weave, like to actually hit them. And with the staff, you could be far away. So yes, it does higher on the target gun, and it'll do higher when you're standing next to a boss. But the person with the staff is going to do a little better when they're far away and you're not able to get close. And they're still able to weave with light attack. Because you lose the ability to weave when you aren't close enough with the dagger. So it's better to do damage and it does kill things faster, But if you're playing with incompetent people that are fucking just plain old getting you killed, you might want to just put on the staff and keep your distance and be safe. Or you do something really difficult, like in Stone Garden on hard mode vet, there's like this husk boss. And I would not use daggers on a sword on the husk boss. You would need to have staff. So it's situational, what it is that you're going to be doing, and where you're going to be going. But yes, it does more damage. Now, how do you get yourself set up to be able to use daggers so you can try it yourself, right? Easy way to do it, easy lemon squeezy, is get yourself a couple of daggers, the same set that you're currently using, right? And then you take them to like Alakir Desert Necropolis, where the 2 zombie pads with the underbridge is, you know, the trifecta thing, you pull the zombies into 3 areas, one after another, right? And you go there, and every time you get a new spell from dual wield, from having your daggers on, you throw it on the bar. You want to keep like one thing on there that could just fuck everything up, like something in the sword tree that will kill everything. And then everything else on there is going to be dual wield ability, and each one that you put on there is 100% increased experience. So if you have dual wield, you get the regular experience. If you have dual wield with 1 dual wield ability on the bar, that's 100% more experience than that. 2, 200. 3, 300. All the way up to 5. But like I said, you're a magic character using dual wield, so you can't really kill everything with stamina when you're farming. So you need at least one thing as the sword thing that'll kill everything for you. And that'll be, you'll have 4 things with your dual wield that'll be like 500% experience gain on that skill line. And you'll get it with like a 150 scroll, you'll get it up in like 35 minutes, I think, 40 minutes doing that. Like from 0 to 50. If you use a 50 scroll, I would say like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And that's not even using training gear. Because if you mix that with training gear, it's going up even fucking faster than that, man. Yes. Just so you can try it yourself, yeah. For PvE, you always run Bloodthirsty. Always. Not for transmute, no. That's to create something. Yeah, but no, I don't think you can use that to make up for the fact that your character doesn't know the trait that you need to transmute into it. You need to transmute on the crafter that knows all of your traits. And if there isn't one, pick one and we'll send you traits as needed, whatever you want. Speaking of which, I think I just reminded myself. Somebody was asking for tree moon in jewelry. Sororia. Yes, it is a very powerful set. However, you have to figure out how to work with a base. It becomes like the floor is lava more than 4 seconds. So you create this circle on the ground, and if you step out of it for more than 4 seconds, you'll lose all of the stacks that go to 10 per 1 per second. They make you stronger. So as you move out of it, you have to actually purposely dip a toe back into it. And so because of that, it's not favorable to many people. But it is one of the harder hitting sets in the game. It only gives you, I think, 520 weapon spell damage, but it gives you 5% from it being a trial thing. So it's not just 520, it's also 5% increased damage, whatever the number is. So that ends up making it actually one of the most strongest DPS sets in the game. Like, I would say pretty much equal, like almost equal to Basai, considering how hard it is to get Basai to do the proper damage, because you don't really get as much percent from Basai as you think you're going to get. If it says 12% is the maximum, that would be at 0 magic left, it gives you 12. At 1%, it gives you 11. At like 4%, it gives you 10. At 10%, it gives you 9. So that's 10% magic left, you're getting 9. So by the time you're reaching like 25% left magic or 20% left magic, which is not a lot at all, you're actually only getting like 6 or 7% bonus damage. So it's not as good as it seems like it is because of the way you have to ride the line between having magic and not having magic and stuff. You know?
This
People
one
don't take that
has
into account when they brag about how good it is. When you do the dummy perfectly and you keep your magic as low as it could possibly go without running out, but without going above a certain amount to be able to cast stuff, you'll get results that are strong. But it's really hard to do that. And then when you do that on the dummy and set yourself up that way, it never corresponds to how that works in the dungeon. It'll always either be you ran out of magic too soon and you got nothing left, or you have too much magic and you can't take advantage of Basai at all because your magic won't go down. Blah, 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 blah. This is all boring shit. I'm sorry to bother you with all this nonsense. Anything else? Yeah, I wouldn't do Basai. I wouldn't do Sororia. So what is the character you're using exactly? Which one? What class? Okay. Okay. Sure. Alright, so here's the deal. You want to do the most damage you can possibly do, or do you want to slowly start to go in that direction? Because I can tell you how to get to the highest damage possible. It's going to be dual wield and two-handed on the back bar. You're always going to have the pets. You got to have the pets. Here's the thing about the pets. A lot of people don't understand. The damage that they do per second, there's no spell in this entire game that can compete with that damage. It's way higher per second than any fucking spell in the game. It's nuts. They're like miniature ultimate per second attacks, especially when you buff them up by using their thing, like the bird until 50%, or the thing does the AoE extra damage thing. When you use those, it really makes them hit hard. So I wouldn't say get rid of them, but here's what I would do if I were you. I would run dual wield and two-handed, and then you're not going to use the crystal fragmorph you use right now. You can use the one that turns into something more similar to like the magic weapon from Sigigora, where on a light attack it does damage, right? And you can actually use that as a stamina ability. You'll have Trap Beast, that's another stamina ability. You'll have Stampede and Carve, that's 2 more stamina abilities. And then you'll use the set Coral Riptide, which requires you to have 33% is the max bonus. It gives you like 700 something weapon and spell damage. And because your character is magic, but running stamina abilities with your magic abilities, you're going to have the low stamina you need to get that bonus. And you're going to be working in heavy attacks into your fighting to get stamina back as you go. But your bonus is always going to be high because you're always going to be kind of working with and running out of stamina. And it's going to make the character hit uber hard. One of the sets would be Coral Riptide, and the other set could be something like, if you want to do Kinra, I highly recommend it. You know Kinra? It is going to be a magic sword, though. You're just going to use Kinra on the weapons and jewelry, Coral Riptide on the body. It's all medium, but your head and your shoulder, or if you're going to use the kilt, one of the head and the shoulders, so at least one is going to be a light armor. And even though you're using all medium armor, everything, you're still going to be considered a magic character. Every piece of gear is going to have magic on it. All of your weapons and jewelry are going to be bloodthirsty with spell damage increase. When you use a special potion or you want to give yourself like a buff like that, you're going to want the one that increases spell damage, increases magic, and gives you magic crit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're still going to be a magic character, but it's going to make you hit so hard to do that it's not going to matter that you're using stamina magic abilities or anything. The new version of Crystal Fragment that morphs to the stamina version is, from what they say, is, and I quote, broken right now. So even if you want to take your build that you have, that you're using right now, and just change that morph over to the stamina morph, you'll see a difference. Every light attack or heavy attack you do is going to have an additional damage done while that's active, and they're saying that it's way overpowered, that additional damage that it does. Like, it'll blow your mind how strong your character is from that one change. Just go to that morph on Crystal Fragment. And then if you want to switch everything later, you can, and those are the sets you want to use. Also the Maelstrom on the back bar, the two-handed. Different strokes for different folks, but I mean like different stuff for different dungeon stuff. Like when you're playing in Maelstrom, you need to worry about not dying. When you're playing and somebody's healing you in a group and you need to do maximum damage output, that's the dual-wield two-handed thing I was talking about. You don't want to just do that anywhere, you know? The way it, well, the way it is stamina, but you cast it and for 5 seconds, your light and heavy attacks that you're weaving do additional damage, just like the thing from the Psijic Order. Just like it. As a matter of fact, if you could fit that thing from Psijic Order on your bar and do that while weaving the other one, oh my god, that's gotta be ridiculous in PvP. Holy shit. That's gotta be ridiculous. That's two things attached to your light attack at the same time. Pow pow. Oh, I don't think it has to be max. Let me see. Hold on. Ah, yeah. Not even on one character? Nobody?
This one has many.
I think it's the first ability in there. So you can actually just start to do the questing, and bam, you get it right away. Somerset. Yeah. That's true. But, it's actually kind of quick compared to the rest. What's going on, Cash? What are you doing now?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't even realize my mic was open. I'm just sighing at trying to put this character into a better format.
Did you Google it yet?
Yeah.
You did? What did you find out?
I have a lot of work to do.
Oh. There's stuff you don't have that you need?
Well.
Like ability stuff?
Oh, no. Except for, the staff. But I don't actually have to, I'm not actually running a staff, so I'm not concerned about that part of it. Caltrops I need.
Oh.
That kind of stuff. Where do you get caltrops?
PvP. What, you think that's going to stop you from dying though?
Assault. What? No, this is just little things. The thing that's going to stop me from dying is knowing what's on each of my buttons and being able to save myself.
What have you found out about saving yourself?
So I have been switching where things are located to match closer my decay so that I have that muscle memory I can utilize.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, I made the Triune necklace and the Triune ring, and I'm sending it over to Kush
that
now.
and my Netch is morphed.
Nice.
I need... What ultimate should I be running right now? Because I don't have Warhorn or Barrier. I don't even have an ultimate.
Do you think that the head title subject for sending the ring and the necklace, Jew traits, is not accurate enough? I mean, jewelry, JW, I mean, Jew traits. He'll get it, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
He is Australian.
Well, you know, I don't know that I would. I'd look at it and be like, what the... You
Who's
mean
the most
like
famous
curly
Australian in the world
hair,
right now, Cash?
big noses?
Yeah, I do mean that, actually. No, I mean jewelry, necklace, and ring.
Right.
Right. Alright, that's done. I'm free.
Ah.
Oh shit, really? Hold on, I'll make it for you right now. Necklace and ring, right? I'll make it right now. I was just about to log off that character, nice. Here we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Only 15 of those things left. You know, they actually lasted me like years. Same ones you gave me, Cash.
What ones?
You know, the
Bloodthirsty traits?
The piece of material you need to make it. Alright, Big, I sent it to you. It's in the mail right now.
You only have 15 of those?
Yeah, I used to have hundreds. I finally started to run out. After all this time. It's a pretty common trait, though. If you want to see me go for fucking, whatchamacallit? For #1 place, Cash?